There are moments in life when you feel different, not in a way you can explain to others, but in a way that quietly separates you from the noise of the world. You try to blend in, to think like everyone else, to chase what everyone else is chasing, yet something inside you keeps pulling you back. It's not always comfortable. In fact, most of the time it feels like a burden rather than a blessing. But what if that feeling isn't random? What if it's not confusion, not isolation, but a sign? Because being marked by God doesn't always look like peace and clarity in the beginning. Sometimes it looks like being set apart in ways that don't make sense yet, like walking a path you didn't choose but somehow can't escape. And the truth is, not everyone will understand it, because not everyone is meant to carry it. One of the first signs you are marked by God is that your life has been shaped by pressure. Not ordinary pressure, but the kind that forces you to grow in ways you didn't ask for. You've been through situations that should have broken you, moments where it felt like everything was against you, where you questioned why things had to be so hard. And yet, somehow you're still here, still standing, still searching. That's not coincidence. God often prepares those. He marks by putting them through fire, not to destroy them, but to refine them. Because purpose requires strength, and strength is not built in comfort. It's built in struggle. So if your life has felt heavier than others, if you've had to mature faster, think deeper, and endure more, it may not be punishment. It may be preparation for something greater than you can see right now. Another sign is that you feel a constant inner pull toward something more. Even when life is going fine, even when you have what you thought you wanted, there's still a quiet voice inside you saying, "This isn't it." It's not dissatisfaction in a negative sense. It's something deeper. It's like your soul refuses to settle. You try to ignore it, distract yourself, fill your time with things that should make you feel complete, but the feeling always comes back. That's because when God marks you, He places a calling inside you that won't let you rest in ordinary living. It doesn't mean you'll have everything figured out. In fact, most of the time you won't. But that restlessness is a sign that your life is meant for more than just going through the motions. It's a reminder that you were created with intention, and that intention is still calling you forward, even when you don't fully understand it. If this message is speaking to you right now, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because sometimes we don't need more noise. We need reminders like this to keep us aligned with what truly matters. The third sign is that you often feel misunderstood or alone, even when you're surrounded by people. It's not that you don't have connections, but there's a depth within you that not everyone can reach. You see things differently. You feel things more deeply. And because of that, you may have experienced people walking away, not understanding you, or even questioning you. That loneliness can feel heavy, but it also has a purpose, because when God marks someone, He often separates them before He elevates them, not to isolate them forever, but to protect what He's building within them. Because not everyone is meant to understand your journey at every stage. And sometimes being alone is where clarity grows, where your connection with God becomes stronger than your need for approval from others. What makes all of this difficult is that these signs don't always feel positive when you're living through them. Pressure feels like pain. Restlessness feels like confusion. Isolation feels like rejection. But when you step back and look at the pattern, you start to see something different. You start to see that your life isn't random, that there's a thread connecting everything you've been through, that even the moments you thought were setbacks were actually shaping you into someone stronger, someone deeper, someone more aligned with a purpose that goes beyond surface-level living. Being marked by God is not about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers or living a flawless life. It's about being chosen for a path that requires growth, endurance, and faith, and that path will test you. It will challenge your patience, your understanding, and sometimes even your belief. But it will also reveal a strength within you that you didn't know you had. It will shape your perspective in ways that allow you to see beyond what most people see. And it will lead you to a place where your life carries meaning, not just for you, but for others as well. So if you've been feeling different, if your journey has felt heavier, if your heart keeps pulling you towards something more, don't rush to label it as a problem. Don't try to silence it just because it doesn't fit into what everyone else expects. Sit with it. Reflect on it. Because those signs might not be something to escape from, they might be something to understand. They might be the very evidence that your life is being guided, shaped, and prepared for something that goes beyond what you can see right now. And maybe, just maybe, what you've been questioning all this time is actually confirmation that you are not lost. You are being led.